you're entering back into Gotham. It is, it is no mistake that Gotham is dark, and you will get tons more of that. But the awesome thing that you can expect from season 2 is this huge whirlwind. You come straight in the middle of the rug being pulled out from under all of the characters that you knew and you loved from season 1, and they're in the middle of a mystery, and they are solving the disappearance of Kate Kane. Who, what, when, where, why. Their ideas of the world are being challenged, sort of logic goes out the window, and Mary, being the heart, I think, of this show, she's really the heartbeat. For me, she is taking on a lot of the emotional turmoil that has been sort of thrown onto them with the disappearance of Kate, and what that means, and what that means for her sense of family, her sense of self, and her complicated, sort of beautiful relationship with Kate Kane. I think loss teaches every person. It's one of the most humbling things a person can go through. I have experienced it this year along with so many other people. So it's sort of unsurmountable. It's beyond words what there is for her to learn, what she does learn, and what she will continue to learn, I believe, for her, the rest of her life. It's definitely amazing because we watch Mary, or we are introduced to Mary, and she's right in the middle of her sort of coming of age story, being sort of the youngest character of the bunch. And I think that continues. Her, her maturation of her, of her into the young woman that she is becoming has been my great honor. And I'm really floored by the way that she deals with not only the first loss of her mother, but the second loss of Kate Kane. and and she deals with it with a lot more grace, I think, than I would have, and a lot more control. I don't want to say control because no one's in control, but she is able to take care of others and put others before her own, even when she is struggling the most. And I think she really always puts herself out there. So I'm really excited to watch her experience this, watch her heal, watch her find joy anyway, watch her squeeze out the most that she does, and she sort of makes us laugh, cry through it all. So that's my favorite part about her. Her empathy, number one, her empathy, her ability for non-judgment. And when she does find herself in a place of judgment, she corrects herself. She's a person who's able to admit, I was wrong. She is able to stand up for what she believes in. She's so connected to her purpose. Her sense of purpose has been, it was sort of in her DNA. The opening of the clinic, the connectedness that she is to the Gotham community in a way that no other person in the Kane family ever had. They were so separate, and that I really admire. She doesn't lose that. And you know what? She is scrappy too, okay? When it comes to some of those fight scenes, you're never sure if she will get out of there. And somehow she figures it out. And and she knows, and this is what I'll say about Mary Hamilton. She knows when it's her time to go. Ah, what a sentence. Don't we just love strong female characters and female empowerment? I think that's what our show arguably does best. I think, if you look at our top cast, it's overwhelmingly women, and that doesn't happen. And we aren't talking about men. We aren't needing men to tell the audience about ourselves. And that is my favorite thing. That is also one of my favorite things about Mary. She is unapologetically herself in the way she dresses, in the way she comes into a room, in the way she takes on risk. She takes on just as much risk as everybody else, even though she's not throwing the punches. She is in the field. She's just not she's not just fronting the bill and saying see you later, and I've got my Instagram to be on. There's this whole other underbelly part of her that is on the medical side but is also on the field, that really comes through for her. And I think that only happens when you have 360-degree women. And Caroline Dries has assembled this fire writers room, and it's really, really exciting and refreshing to read my episode of the week and be like, I get to do that and that. I get to go from there and there. Okay. And being up there, me, Javicia, Rachel, Sophie, all of us together watching them and being able to lead a show with them all has been one of the greatest honors of my life. It's totally going in the highlight reel. I imagine at the very end that I'll definitely like just see it. It'll just be a great picture of all of us. But yeah, especially talking about female empowerment, Ryan and Mary's friendship is a huge central piece of season 2. So if you want more of that, you know, and you want and you want a real girl friendship, there is tension, there is conflict, there is high emotion, there are high stakes, and if you're able to still have each other's backs through that, I think I think that's telling. Women don't just like cat fight and then don't speak again. That's a trope of the past, I hope. Diversity, it's so inclusion, it's this beautiful thing, it's this beautiful palette, because listen, we tell incredible stories, but the people in Gotham, I think that's a really, really great, exciting thing about it. Goes along with the tempo and the themes of our show in the first place. If we're going to make another show in Gotham, in 2019, 2020, then what are we going to say this time that hasn't already been said before? And the thing is that Gotham is made up of a bunch of people, a bunch of different people who have tons of different layered experiences. So this time, if Mary Hamilton Kane's sort of story is being told by an Asian woman, what does that mean? What does that look like? Does not come with the same privileges. It comes with layers. It comes with her reckoning with her race, her identity, and her sense of her place in this high society Gotham world, in the Kane family, what that means to sort of hold that name, and what that name says to other people that her face is not. I think that's all layered in there. But we don't even talk about it, which is the beautiful thing, is that we continue to tell really fun, action-filled stories week to week about people. And this theme about who can wear the suit and what a city needs and who our heroes look like. And I'm really quite proud to say that in the Batcave, you have an Asian woman, you have a Black man, you have a Black woman, all connected to their sense of purpose for the good of Gotham and fighting crime and making mistakes and getting back up and trying again. Mm. Self love is like buttery, it's chocolatey, it's like this smooth, warm, like lavender bath that we all need to just light a candle and sit in and let ourselves feel and let ourselves wash over ourselves. Self love to me is the root of everything, of all of our pursuits in this life. It's it's our root, and if that root is not fed enough water, enough love, enough attention, then the rest of us, the rest of your potential can't grow. We can't get any of that. So I think self-love is the beginning for me. And there are days that, of course, it's easier than others, but most of the time, if you do something nice for yourself, you can often dictate the way that your day is going to go, as opposed to being, I don't know, the victim of it. It's so important to me. Oh my gosh. I have a film coming out called 10 Minutes to Midnight. It'll be on Amazon VOD very, very soon. I also am, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can talk about it, but I'm always making things, and I'm really, really excited. Okay, I have some projects that I've been doing here while I've been in Canada, and I'm really, really excited to show them. I'm always, tinkering around, whether it be my clothes or art or painting or I'm singing, but always doing something. But I am making something in particular. And just most recently, I was in a film called Swallow, directed by Carlos, and I am really proud because the Gotham Awards just happened, and he, was nominated for Best New Director, and that film is one of the things that I've been a part of that I've been most proud of this year. So please check it out if you haven't already. Instagram and Twitter for me, both at Nicole Kang. Uh, TikTok is like, I'm trying my best. I think I'm Cole Kang on TikTok, but yeah,